Welcome back again, and today we will discuss punctuation. The students must learn to read what they wrote and fix the mistakes. One of the best advice to give to the students is to sit the report down and walk away from it for at least 2 to 3 hours. Then pick it up and look for mistakes. If they try and correct their mistakes as soon as they write it, they are more apt to miss mistakes. By waiting a few hours and looking at their reports, they will find more mistakes. Remember, the more a student writes, the better they will get. Punctuation. Punctuation should be taught when teaching writing. There are many rules pertaining to what punctuation you need to use. Let's look at a few simple ones. Apostrophe. An apostrophe usually represents a letter or part of writing has been left out of a word. Govs, didn't and don't. In the first example, the letters "ernment" were left out. In the second examples, the letter O was left out. It also can show possession. It can come before or after the S depending if the last letter is an S or not. That's Janet's house. That's the student's cafeteria. Janet would be singular, so with the addition of an S would represent possession, and therefore the apostrophe would come before the S. Students is a plural noun, and since it ends with an S, the apostrophe would come after the S. Colon. A colon is 2 dots over each other. It can be used to show 4 different meanings. Deductive. It shows a logical explanation or result of action. There is only one reason the job wasn't done: you didn't do it. Descriptive. It introduces a description and elements. I had 3 girlfriends before: Sophie, Lynn, and Thida. Appositive. It gives an explanation opposite to the previous one. Janice couldn't speak, she forgot to take her medicine. Segmental. It introduces speech in a dialogue. Man, my dog has no nose. Woman, how does he smell? Man, awful. Comma. Commas are used to separate parts of a sentence. Many times the part is irrelevant or necessary to give more information about the subject. The ice cream that I bought tasted really good. They also can be substituted for the word and. Let's take the following sentence and use the word and. I bought a car and a house and some furniture and a stove and a refrigerator and a bed. This sentence now can be written as: I bought a car, a house, some furniture, a stove, a refrigerator, and a bed. As you can tell, the commas were placed between each object. The only and was placed at the last word. Exclamation point. An exclamation point shows an excited emotion or a loud reaction, such as yelling. I am angry. Parenthesis. Parentheses are used to insert additional text into sentences to help the reader understand more information or what is being talked about. I spoke with him, Jebediah, and told him you needed to see him. In this past example, the name Jebediah was placed in parentheses so the reader would understand who was being talked about when the writer wrote the word him. You can also use parentheses to signify where you received information. The bird species is over 1,000 years old. CBG Murphy, The Great African Bluebill, page 135. Period. The period, or full stop in British English, looks like this. It is used to signify the end of a sentence. Hello. How are you today? Quotation marks. Quotation marks are used to show direct speech. The doctor said, take 2 aspirins and call me in the morning. Question mark. A question mark goes at the end of a sentence when asking a question. Who are you? While these aren't the full explanations on punctuation, these are the most common that you will need to know in order to teach an ESL class. This will make your teaching much easier. Well, that is all the time we have for today. I hope to see you next time.